They talk, they post, they explain, loud, fast, endless. But you stop, you breathe, you stay quiet, and the room shifts. Because silence, real silence, is louder than any word spoken in need. We're trained to respond, to defend, to explain ourselves. The moment we feel heat, we rush to fill the space, afraid that silence will make us look weak. But it's the opposite. Weakness needs to speak, strength just stands. The Stoics knew this. They didn't interrupt. They didn't overshare. They didn't let noise pull them off center. They understood silence isn't the absence of power. It's what holds it in place. Most people talk because they can't sit with what they feel. They can't hold tension, so they spill. They can't handle mystery, so they reveal. They can't face judgment, so they over-explain. But you can take the hit and say nothing. You can feel misunderstood and still stay quiet. You can be accused and still stay calm. And that silence, it scares them. Because silence is control, it's choice, it's a refusal to let chaos. Write your lines. Anyone can argue, anyone can react, but to hold, to wait, to listen without reply, that's not passivity. That's dominance in disguise. So let them speak, let them fill the air, let them show how uncomfortable they are in the presence of someone who doesn't need the last word. You aren't quiet because you're powerless. You're quiet because you've learned not everything deserves a voice. And when you master that, you stop bleeding energy, you stop fighting ghosts, you stop trying to win conversations that were never worth having. This is the beginning, not of silence, but of command. Let them talk. You've got nothing to prove. They throw words, sharp, loud, personal. They want a spark. They want you to flare. They want to watch you burn. But you don't move. You don't respond. You don't give them what they want. And slowly, their fire dies. Not every attack needs a counterstrike. Not every insult needs a reply. Some things are traps, and silence is how you step over them without falling in. The Stoics knew, anger loves a match, but starving it is how you win. They didn't react in rage. They observed it, measured it, let it pass like a wave that couldn't find shore. Because the minute you speak just to defend your ego, you've already lost. You've entered their game and left your ground. You think your words protect you, but sometimes your stillness is the real armor. Not because you're afraid to fight, but because you know which fights are too cheap for your hands. So when they bait you, pause. When they shout, breathe. Let the fire rage without you. No comeback, no defense, just presence, just poise, just eyes that say, I'm not here for your war. You don't need to yell. You don't need to prove. You don't need to match energy head or teeth. That doesn't deserve to be met. Let the storm scream. Let the chaos twist. You stay rooted, stay still, stay above. Because when they realize you won't burn with them, that's when they feel the weight of their own fire. And for the first time, they stand in it alone. They push buttons. They ask loaded questions. They smirk. They whisper loud enough for you to hear. It's not by accident. It's calculated. It's performance. And they want you to join. Because if you react, if you rise, if you step on stage, you validate the script. They've been rehearsing for days. But what if you didn't? What if you just watched? Still, detached, unshaken. The Stoics never played roles written by others. They didn't jump because someone snapped a finger. They didn't respond because someone wanted a scene. They chose their own script, and most of it was silence. That's what makes people nervous. When you won't enter the drama, when you refuse the bait, when you smile and stay seated while they try to pull you into a fire you didn't light. Every time you react to a provocation, you give them direction. You hand over the map, the tempo, the keys to your internal world, and they play you like a song they already know. But when you pause, when you hold, when you don't perform, they don't know what to do. Their rhythm dies. Their words hang, their control cracks. Let them provoke, let them posture, let them act. But you don't act, don't match, don't move, observe, choose. exit. Sometimes the most dangerous man in the room is the one who says nothing, does nothing, and simply does not play. Because when you stop performing, they lose their audience, they lose the power, and all that's left is their noise echoing into itself. And you're already gone, long before they realized you never bought a ticket to their show. Disappear. Not to hide, but to build. Not to escape, but to evolve. Because growth doesn't happen on stage, it happens offline, off radar, out of reach. The Stoics didn't post progress, they practiced it. While others argued, they trained. While others chased fame, they chose discipline. While others shouted opinions, they mastered presence. You want to shake the world? Start by disappearing from it. Quietly, without announcement, without explaining why. And just build, read, lift, sit in silence, heal what you've ignored, sharpen what you've dulled, and stop telling people what you're becoming. Let them find out when the new version of you stands in front of them, without a word. Not everything needs to be shared. Not every lesson needs to be told. Not every scar needs a caption. Some things are sacred, and sacred things are sharpened in silence. Don't defend your progress, don't debate your journey, don't explain why you're quiet. Just let the silence be your strategy. Let the unseen days be your proof. People will wonder, they'll gossip, they'll fill in the blanks with their own insecurity. Good, let them. Because while they talk, you train. While they laugh, you learn. While they circle each other, you move forward without noise. You're not lost, you're in process, you're not hiding, you're becoming sharp. And the sharper you get, the less they'll recognize you. So disappear, then return, with no explanation, just presence, just eyes, just energy that says, I've changed. And no, you don't get access this time. You don't need to come back loud. You don't need a moment. You don't need to prove anything ephemeral. Just be calm, calmer than expected, calmer than makes sense. And watch what happens. They expected a reaction, an argument, a collapse. They expected rage or weakness or fire. But instead, you gave them stillness. And that stillness, that's where everything shifts. The Stoics weren't cold, they were unmoved. Not because they didn't feel, but because they didn't follow every feeling like it was a command. They let the storm pass while staying rooted. And that is what made them dangerous. Most people want the last word. You want the last move, the one no one sees coming, the one that doesn't come with warning, just clarity, just presence, just peace so clean it looks like power, because it is. You don't need a mic drop, you need discipline, breath, precision. You need to let their noise fall against your silence and shatter. Let them throw words, let them escalate, let them wait for your explosion. Instead, give them nothing. Just a still face, a slow blink, a calm nod, and leave. Because nothing disrupts a manipulator like someone who won't fold. Nothing terrifies the loud like someone who doesn't rise. And nothing ends a game faster than a player who walks away without ever sitting down. So stay calm, not for them, for you. Stay calm until your silence becomes the only sound they hear when they try to sleep. Stay calm until your peace becomes their mirror and they finally see their own chaos in full color. Let your calm be your comeback. It's the sharpest answer to noise that never deserved you. You don't need to say it. They already feel it. They already know. They just want you to break the silence so they can feel bigger again. Don't. The strongest voice is the one that chooses not to speak, the one that waits, holds, lets the moment pass, the one that saves words for when they're unavoidable, and even then says less than expected. The Stoics mastered this. They spoke when it mattered. They held back when it didn't. They didn't waste language on empty minds. Your silence isn't absence, it's aim. It's weight, it's calculation. You don't throw every punch, and you don't answer every pull. Speak when it's final, speak when it's clean, speak when it will end something, not keep it going. Let others drain themselves. Explaining, defending, pleading. You say less, then disappear. Let the echo do the rest. There's a kind of presence that doesn't need introduction. There's a kind of man who doesn't need to raise his voice to shift the room. You are becoming him. So next time they provoke, don't answer. Next time they challenge, don't engage. Next time they wait for your weakness, give them calm. Give them nothing but your posture, your patience, your refusal to descend. And when you do speak, let it end things. Let it clarify, let it slice. Let it be so direct that silence returns faster than it left. This is power, not in volume, but in restraint. This is leadership, not through control, but through presence. Speak only when it's unavoidable, and even then, speak less, because those who listen already know, and those who don't weren't worth the sound anyway.